Hello, it's your fellow Post Mello, and welcome back to another episode of Matters with Mello. Yes, I know I've been gone for 5 years. I've been backed up at work. I got some stuff going on with family. It's just a lot going on. Life been lifing. But we back now. That's all that matters. And we back with something a little different. Y'all remember in my previous video where I said, for all the people who like the black cartoons you forgot existed video, I have some special plan for y'all. Well, this is that special something. This is black animated movies every black person should know. First movie on the list, the movie Bebe's Kids. It don't matter what age you are, it don't matter what generation you came from, every black person should know about this movie. This movie came out in 1992. It was based off a stand-up comedy routine from the stand-up comedian Robin Harris. They took that story that he put in his comedy routine and they made it into an animated movie. And it was about this guy who was trying to get at this woman, even though she already had a kid. But to him, he's thinking, okay, it's just one kid, that's fine. He goes to pick her up the next morning, and little does he know, he is in for a surprise. He goes to pick her up, and she has 3 more kids. They're not hers, they're Bebe's kids. And she's babysitting them while she's gone, and these kids are really bad. So now he's forced to take care of her and these kids while the mom is away. And they go to this amusement park and it leads to all this chaos and action and catchy songs. This movie was a comedy/musical and it had a lot of catchy and iconic songs in it. Every black person should have seen this movie as a kid. It was a real big part of our childhood. Next movie on the list, the movie Princess and the Frog. Now we all know the Princess and the Frog story, the princess kisses the frog and becomes this prince, but this one had a little twist with it. This movie came out in 2009. It was about this black woman who lived in New Orleans who dreamed about having her own restaurant one day. She works as a waitress and she grinds and she works really hard to achieve that goal, and she saves her money. And, it's just not working too well for her. So she encounters this prince who got transformed into a frog by the Shadow Man. But when she kisses him, he doesn't turn into a prince, she turns into a frog. And now they have to work together to transform back human. And I'm a little mad that this movie took the only black Disney princess and they made her a frog the whole movie, or at least for most of the movie. Like the one time we get a black Disney princess, they don't even show that she's black. They just have her as the frog the whole movie. And I guess they tried to make it up with The Little Mermaid, but that did not go well. But I still really love this movie. It was really fun to watch as a kid. It had a lot of catchy songs. The animation was really beautiful and well made. And the voice acting cast was stacked. They had so many big names in the voice acting cast, which I'm surprised it's not talked about more. But yeah, this movie is a little bit more newer, so I understand that not every, generation is gonna hear about it. And for a kids movie, it got really in depth in black culture. Amazing movie, 10 out of 10. Last movie on the list, the movie Our Friend Martin. Now, I talked about this movie in one of my previous videos, and it was just a rant on the movie for Martin Luther King's Day. And based off the views, I can tell how much y'all love that video. But I didn't really talk too much in depth in the movie. I just talked about my experience with it. This movie came out in 1999. It was about these 2 middle school boys who go on this field trip to a museum. And one of the rooms is the room of Martin Luther King. So the lady that works there, she lets them in and she lets them walk around for a little bit. And they start touching stuff, and when they touch stuff in the room, it allows them to go back in time to when Martin Luther King was alive. And they meet Martin Luther King. And they go through the whole timeline of his life. They meet Martin at different ages of his life. And at one point, they even try to save Martin from being assassinated. And you know how time travel movies work. When you try to alter the past, there's always some type of consequences. And the first time I saw this movie, it was in middle school. I think that's when we all saw the movie at first. And this movie isn't too long. It's only like an hour long. But nevertheless, it was still a great movie, and it still matches up to the movies previously I mentioned on this list. And I wish they would make more black movies like this, where they would just go back in time to the black historical figure and, you know, just go through the whole timeline of their life, just educating people. But sadly, that's just not the case. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. As always, if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new, and share the video. And I usually say, you know, let me know if y'all want a part 2 down in the comments, but there's not that many animated black movies, so I don't even think I could make a part 2 if I wanted to. But y'all let me know if y'all know any black animated movies I could make a part 2 of. I will gladly make a part 2 if y'all have any suggestions. More videos will be coming soon. How soon, I don't know, but y'all just keep y'all post notifications on and be notified when I do upload. And I'll see you on the next video.